There is no attribute of God more awe-inspiring, more foundational to his nature than his holiness. When the angels around his throne cry out, "Holy, holy, holy," they are not merely repeating a word. They are declaring the very essence of who he is. God's holiness is not just his purity or his separation from sin. It is the totality of his otherness, his infinite perfection, his blazing glory that no darkness can approach. To understand his holiness is to stand in reverent wonder before a God so majestic that even the highest heavens cannot contain him, yet so pure that he dwells in unapproachable light. We live in a world that has lost the fear of the Lord, that treats him casually, as if he were merely a higher version of ourselves. But the Bible reveals a God who is radically different, so holy that when Isaiah encountered him, he didn't celebrate how relatable God was. He cried out, "Woe is me! I am undone." Because in the presence of absolute holiness, even the most righteous man becomes acutely aware of his own sinfulness. The same fire that refines gold consumes straw. The same presence that fills Moses with radiance strikes down Nadab and Abihu for their irreverence. God is not safe, but he is good, and his holiness is the very thing that makes his mercy so astounding. We cannot truly grasp the wonder of grace until we first tremble at his holiness. The cross is not just a display of love. It is the collision of God's perfect justice with his boundless mercy. Jesus did not die because sin was a small thing. He died because sin was an infinite offense against an infinitely holy God. The wrath that should have been ours was poured out on him, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. This is why salvation cannot be earned, because no amount of moral effort could ever bridge the gap between our sinfulness and his holiness. Only the blood of a perfect sacrifice could make a way. And yet, here is the mystery. This holy God does not keep us at a distance. He invites us to draw near, not because we are clean, but because he has made a way. "Come now, let us reason together," he says. "Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow." The same God who is a consuming fire to sin is a tender father to his children. But let us never mistake his kindness for permission to treat him lightly. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and those who truly know his holiness will live with a holy reverence, not in terror, but in awestruck worship. This is why the church must recover a vision of God's holiness. When we lose sight of his majesty, our worship becomes shallow, our preaching becomes man-centered, and our lives become indistinguishable from the world. But when we encounter him as he truly is, high and lifted up, everything changes. Sin loses its appeal, compromise becomes unthinkable, and our lives become living sacrifices, set apart for his glory alone. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory. May we behold him as he is, and in his light, may we become holy as he is holy.